What's going on? What's going on? We are live at 810 News Media. What's happening? Gonna talk to y'all about what's coming up in the near future. Yeah. Um, we gonna go and kick it off with Friday. What's going on tomorrow, man? You got any shows, anything you gonna be doing?
Oh, not tomorrow, good brother. Not tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Not tomorrow. I don't.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Saturday, ain't it? Today's
Right.
Friday.
Yeah,
What I'm
today's
thinking
Friday.
about?
Not tomorrow. I don't.
Yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. That's all. Flint Voices. I don't really got no guests on, and this is a super preview about what tomorrow's show is gonna be about. But I'm gonna be doing a little bit more explaining. So we're gonna tune in at 6 o'clock. We're gonna be doing Flint Voices, and leading up to that, we're gonna probably do a couple little promos like we're doing right now. We ain't, we mostly we've been getting this channel together and everything. We setting up different shows, and then on Sunday we're gonna be doing a weekend review. That's when we're gonna be talking about all the stuff that happened this weekend. A whole lot of stuff has happened this week. That's why I try to say get to one issue and no matter what, hound and pound that issue. And you can nibble and dibble and other something, but pound your issue because there's gonna be plenty of issues along the way of you solving that issue. And if everybody just keep fighting a thousand little wars, we ain't gonna get one big victory. So we shooting for that big victory. And I got a platform that I'm going to bring in. That's the people that's fighting for criminal justice, injustice. People that have problems with these cells, these prison cells, these county cells, these city cells around the state of Michigan. It's a lot of badness and sadness taking place inside of our correctional facilities right now, and I'm willing to address it. I'm ready to form some movements. I'm ready to try to connect. Uh, Mick, I think we need to come back out with my rope, uh, representing opportunist people equally. And our title is going to be tying our city together. I think I need to bring that back. That was my original because Flint, I Flint been divided and different point of views for a long time. Um, the only difference between Flint back then when I came up with rope tying our community together, one of my persons that were helping me write up the beginning paperwork, getting legal and everything, we was getting our ENA numbers and our 501. We was doing all of that. Um, he was like, "Yeah, I can take that rope and tie it around so and so neck," you know. And that was the kind of environment that the city of Flint was back in the 80s and 90s, and it still continues in the 2000s and the 2000s and 2010, and now we in 2022. You know what I'm saying? We doing these quick, these 10 years things quick. They're going by fast. So, but that's one thing that have always remained. But the difference between then and now is the availability of money. It was harder to squeeze us out back then. I mean, even look. Let's just look right now at the marijuana game. They're squeezing us out of the marijuana game. Now, I ain't gonna hold the mic up too long because that's subjects that we got to talk about in the near future on these platforms. Now, Mick, you got a lot of great ideas, man. Go on and give me some of them shouts. Let the people know some of them shouts out that you finna put together.
I wouldn't dare right now.
Okay, but we coming in the future. We know we got some stuff up and coming stuff. So of course y'all know the trial is going on. They trying to get these cases dropped. We 8 years and in this madness, and they trying to get cases dropped. They talking about statute. Ain't it been too long for us still to not have drinkable water? Where the statute of limitation of that at? They talking about it been too long to charge them for this process. Man, go on with that.
But you was down there yesterday, wasn't you, at the
Yes,
courthouse?
sir. Yes, sir. I was down there.
So what did you come back with? How did you feel?
Which way will she go? Which way will she go? That's what the bottom line. Remember I told you we're gonna cut through the chase, and the bottom line is which way will she go? Is she gonna listen to them and say, "Oh yeah, it's been too long," or is she gonna listen to the prosecutors and say, "Nah, we moving on with this. Y'all gonna stay in the face y'all accused." So that's what it's basically about. The judge's decision.
I mean, well, that ain't bad. At least, I mean, you had a nice turnout, didn't you? A lot of people from Flint turned out, didn't they?
We packed the courtroom.
Oh, hey, that's all you needed.
Yeah. So, but we need more reporting. I needed to be interviewing and taking notes and pressing and pushing stuff like that. Cause we need other prospects. We need better titles. This the Flint water crisis. We need better titles because you got to remember this. Like I always say, Mick. Sometimes your impression may be the only impression that someone gets. So when someone puts out a fake or a false impression, I'll give you a prime example. Now you tell me how you would feel in this case. And this is a real case. The sheriff's deputy was sitting on the bench and he was making bad statements about the sheriff far as a murder, a murder for hire. And the picture on the front of the news, and this is your front page newspaper. This is your picture there. It's him on that bench pointing at that judge. I mean at that sheriff. And then it's a whole big article about what this guy's testimony. Then you know how they say go to page such and such and such to finish the article. They put it at the back of the section.
Mm.
And guess what? It wasn't even a paragraph long. But guess what it said in there?
What it say?
That he was locked up in jail and he was and for his testimony he was going to be set free.
Mm.
But if you read all that, see that picture, you have no doubt in your mind that that sheriff is guilty.
Wow. Well, that's the system for you.
you know, so that's what and then, like I said, then they can turn it around in our situation. They can make it to the public eye like these guys really, this trial really should not be taking place. That's why we need a different media to where
Oh,
if
so they
it's a
was
me,
they was trying to drop the case yesterday.
yeah, yeah, the defense want to drop some of the cases. Well, really, it's one by one they're coming up because this is like the second time that a group of them. Because remember, it's a bunch of them that's being charged. That's coming up before the judge and pleading to have their case dropped, all because of the statutory. And you talking about one guy prosecuting all these people, and man, y'all wrong as heck. But That as a defense attorney, you there to win. And but we gotta remember this, and it's sad to say, but we gotta remember this: just because the judge or the jury say you're innocent, really don't mean that that person that they said was innocent and innocent. Vice versa. Just because the judge or the jury says that that person is guilty does not mean that that person is guilty. But in this situation, the reason why they're fighting so hard to get this thrown out, because there's no doubt in anybody's mind that they are guilty. But the defense will testify and fight if it goes to court, which it should keep moving, that they aren't guilty, that they're great people, they're great humanity. They'll never do that. It wasn't their fault, you know? But that's what they get paid for. We got to also remember that. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So who you bringing on
Um,
your side tomorrow?
man, I'm just gonna break it down to them though, about how the new layout gonna be far as with the with the Flint Voices. Starting in March, strictly political on the first and the third Saturdays of the month. If I decide to do another Flint Voices, because we finna start getting busy,
Right.
you know, if I decide to do another Flint Voices that during that month, ain't no telling what the subject is. But the first and the third is gonna be about politics. And it's gonna have people that at very least have ran for office.
Mm.
People that currently in office, people that used to be in office, somewhere, some with the word office behind it when it comes to election.
So what offices are being ran for this year?
All of them. Man, yeah. You got your state rep race, you got your county commissioner race, you got your Genesee County race.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then you should probably get some of them candidates. But then Breeson said it was a grand jury to convict. They are trying to use technicality not to proceed to trial.
Yes, sir. And she's definitely right. Definitely right. But like I said, at the end of the day, just to cut through all the chase, she decided on whether or not she's going to move on with the case or she's going to drop it. And they know that like she said, they want them technicalities to take over this court case because they know they're guilty. Even though that defense gonna say they are not guilty, they're guilty.
No, I get that, Rich. I understand that. That's rough right there. Mm. So basically, the fix is in, allegedly.
We don't know. Just like I said when we was celebrating that they sent the garbage hearings to council. Just like we said then. Now they still got to vote for it to actually still take place. So that's just a step.
Okay, with Dan, I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Dan Breeson. He said it should proceed to trial.
You're actually right, my baby. How you doing? He
Yeah.
all right with me.
Oh,
Dan is all right with me.
so it should proceed to trial. I
Yeah.
mean, so who trial was this that you was at yesterday?
Oh man. Edith Wells, Dan probably can help me. Uh
Was it Rich
and
Good?
no, he wasn't. He was there, but I think he already went up there and filed the same, said the same stuff that
Oh,
because of the statutory. He need to drop his charges too.
I get it.
So everybody that's being charged is just taking they or accused is just taking their turns getting up there and telling the judge drop the charges. So after they all get up there and tell the judge to drop the charges, she's gonna decide.
What Becky Brown just said. She said Neely go on the Detroit radio station talking about black on black crime, but is silent about the water crisis crime.
Was he ever loud? Always remember. Well, you can't even call him a friend in this water crisis situation because he fought for the water switch. He and I ain't finna go in on him like that. But I can because he unflinted Flint a lot of times that he could have represented. Real talk. We're gonna leave it there too.
Right.
It better not none of his people come challenging me either, because I'll spill it. And I ain't trying to do that man like that. But he know he was wrong. But Lou Mason Lou, all y'all do not try me. Because if y'all do, I ain't playing with y'all. Leave me alone. He unrepresented Flint very well when we needed him to step up. And I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, no.
Yeah, oh wow. Well, well, maybe it
It's the
go ahead.
reason why I'm on the island, bro.
Who organized that yesterday? That get together to go down there at the
Well, who it was always a court case, so all we I got down there before 2 o'clock,
no.
and
I
I
thought
went
you said
straight.
I thought you said Art was the one behind it, to get the people
I
down there.
think Art was the one for, but he was the one that. Well, Art was the one that sounded the alarm that this, because he went to the. Remember, I said this is just the next set of ones that saying they
Right.
want their cases dropped. So
Right.
Art had went to the previous one, so Art had knowledge when this one was, and Art run the alarm. And then like I said, I've been doing too much, but
Right.
that's something that I had to take time to add to my schedule to. You
Oh,
see what
well,
I'm saying?
no doubt.
So I shared it, and Art shared it, and all we did was show up and sit in the courtroom. But that was way better. Yeah, I know y'all watched Power. That was way. Hey, look, when them when the prosecutor looked over his shoulder, he felt way better than Tariq did when he looked over his shoulder.
For real.
you know, we was in there. I give a shout out to everybody that was there too. We gotta do. We gotta. And then, to be honest, those cases should be having. Remember how in the summertime or whatever during the hearing
Right.
when they had the big thing on the outside, they need to have those in like gyms and stuff, and let the whole public come and really see what's going on. See how these people move. Then maybe we can get more people to start. Like I said, we need 100 people that are registered voters that do not vote to join me. We can change this city. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. Y'all bring me 100 people that really want to make change instead of 100 people that want to make this change but not that change, or want to move up here and ignore this down here. Want to always say something bad. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm just like with this Nilly. I tried to say it as simple as possible. I don't want to go in on him, but he misrepresented us. He unrepresented us. He didn't represent us at crucial moments. called the water crisis.
Was
And proof is in the history.
was
All
he
you gotta do, all they gotta do to prove me wrong is flood the media with stuff that he did for the Flint during the water crisis. And
was
I couldn't have nothing to say.
was he there with y'all yesterday?
No, no, he wasn't there. But see, he should have been in his nice office with a big TV and some of his people. They all should have been watching. This is what I'm saying. The whole city of Flint. It should have been all on their cell phones, all that. We need this. The people need to see what's going on. They need to take time out, and even this stuff need to the point to where they can binge watch it. Don't have nothing to do late at night and just watch all of this. That's why I try to keep our video. That's why I be trying. We got to keep our videos short because we gotta get these people. We gotta keep them because it's knowledge that's missed and missed
Well,
opportunity, and
well,
we
okay.
can't
No, go ahead.
and missed opportunities all over the board when it comes to educating and enlightening our people and changing their ways and changing their and this blockage. It's blockage.
So, how many council people was there yesterday?
Two,
Tanya and Eric.
I think so.
So, the first ward, I mean, second one and third ward wasn't there.
I know they wasn't there. I definitely know they wasn't there. But I was in and out.
Right. They might have stopped. And what about the seven and was Eva Worthy in there?
I would have noticed her.
Oh, you want to know?
Even in that crowd. The room was crowded. I had two masks on.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, I got you. Well, I'm just saying, well, as long as you know it was a couple, I feel like all of them should have been there. The rep, to show you disapproval. But I can't say the ones who voted for was gonna be there. That's cold blooded.
I think Maurice Davis should have been there.
Wow. Oh, Becky, you was at the courthouse yesterday. I'm guessing Becky was there. Wow, you see, well, that's probably why Flint in the trouble that it's in, Rich. It don't be having enough representation from the council. But the former mayor was there though, right? Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, see how you see what I'm saying? It's sad when you got the former mayor, but I ain't gonna say it's sad. That's a good thing that she care. But you got the current mayor. You got to fight for the people, man, because this water thing gonna have a lot of people stressed out. Oh,
Every
Becky said she
everybody
was
can't
there.
be everybody can't be every place. But if you're gonna pick something to leave out, this was something that. And then me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have missed the earlier ones, but at the earlier ones, Tony Palladino and, far as my knowledge, Priscilla, because Priscilla died before Tony Palladino had passed. So
No,
this was my first time as a water warrior
right.
standing up for Flint or sitting down for Flint, because that's all we did was sit down and be quiet and take our hats off. That's basically all we did. But that was my first time doing anything like that without those two in my presence. So
Oh,
you know, uh, it was, and I had to, like I said, if they was here, they would have been there. But I felt that I should make sure that I be there. And I'm also going to make sure that I start attending Democracy of the Defense. I ain't going to attend all their meetings on Monday. but I'm going to attend some of their meetings. So
No, I get you, brother. The only point I was making that for, I was just saying because I ain't made all of them. I made that one when I saw you downtown when former Mayor Weaver was out there broadcasting from the courtyard. You know what I'm saying? I was there. That was my first one. But I'm just saying, you would think. Oh, she said I was that one in the summer. Yeah, I'm just saying you would think because you see Eric there, you see a lot of the people, but I'm just saying a council when you saying how divided the city is and the frustration, you would think they'd be showing all of them. I'm just not saying. I'm saying all of them should have been there. Even if you did vote wrong, I think the only one that's still on there is Eva that voted for that. You know what I'm saying? But you should still be out there showing your ward that you fighting for them because it's still dirty water. You know.
you just make me want to holler, throw up both my hands,
I'm just saying, Rich man. I
make
can't
me
wait.
want to holler,
Man,
man.
listen,
Make me
listen,
want to
man.
holler.
I can't wait till I get this studio, man, where we can be. Y'all could be in studio, bringing the people in, man. That's the next step that we working on. You know what I'm saying? For we can bring these people. Becky, you might need to come on there with Rich one day. Maybe we could bring you in through bring you bring you in, and you can contribute to what Rich is saying. Some of these things that's going on out here. Like I say, we just Rich trying to get the message out there, and I'm just trying to help him get the message.
Oh, we've been getting the hey listen, we've been getting the message all because man, I got checked. Man, I got checked. I got checked because I said something nice about Quincy Murphy.
Maybe it was a just misunderstanding, Rich.
No, it's just an overall perspective that somebody just won't get by because overall Quincy is a you know Quincy
He got some
Quincy
good qualities,
Quincy
man.
something different.
He got some good, man. Like you said, you spoke on the good that he did. You can't
Yeah.
always highlight the bad. You got to be able to speak
Ooh.
on the good too. You know,
Might not run out of stuff to say.
right? You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying? Because look, he is speaking up on that asphalt.
man, he's speaking up.
So you do got to highlight that. I'm not gonna say
But I'm
Eric.
also, but I'm also thinking about this Flint water crisis, and I'm also thinking about the fact that I don't feel he a water warrior. I feel
Was
he
he
a water war. I feel he a water warrior hater, uh, but I don't feel he a water warrior.
was he down there?
No, he wasn't down there.
You sure, brother? You said you
Yeah,
because you might not recognize him out there in the crowd.
I would have recognized him.
Well, maybe
It
he
was
back.
a small room.
Well, maybe he doing the fighting behind the scenes, brother. Him and Liddell. You never know. A lot of people do stuff behind the
I
scenes.
like that letter. I like that letter of the man that she shouldn't have had to write. Cause that didn't make no sense. They running out there without no PPE gear on.
Who wrote the letter for her?
I don't know. I don't know if she shouldn't have needed no help.
No, no.
All
Hold up. No, my bad. Let me run that back. I might have misunderstood. Who did you say she bring?
no, she wrote the letter
Right. Okay. She wrote the
about the
letter.
PP about people walking in these meter changers and people
Right.
that work for the city. And to be honest, these people work for the city in general, walking around without PPE gear.
Oh wow.
And she wrote something up that basically, like I said, I'm getting straight to the point. Becky, you need to come on these shows so you can give them the whole paragraph because I'm only giving them the first or the last sentence. She wrote a letter up stopping that.
Oh, for them to start wearing that.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah.
she wrote the letter and she put it down. Who helped her? She did it by herself. It don't matter. Thank you, Liddell Lewis.
No,
But
that's a compliment.
she shouldn't have had to do it.
That's what you were saying. She shouldn't have had to write the letter.
No,
All right, okay, I got what you said. That was what I was misunderstanding.
she shouldn't have had to do it. They never should have been running out there like that. There's a lot of things this city council is gonna have to do. I'm gonna push them to do. I've got to demand like the zero balancing of the water account. to looking out for the north side of the people with these Harper funds because they got to do it because the administration ain't gonna do it.
Well, you know what? He might be willing to do something now, brother. You got to give him a chance.
Remember, those instructions are like the Bible. You can find some kind of passage in those instructions to do anything you want to do with that money. All you got to do is be creative with that pen.
The council get to make some. They get to write some amendments, right?
They can. They can write amendments, which means Sheldon Neely can send something up there and they can amend it.
Okay,
Or
that's what
they can amend it.
that's
Uh
that's
one of
what
they
they say.
one of they one of they co councils
Right.
can write a resolution and they can make an amendment to it. And it all and I've been saying this for I told Liddell I need extra lessons council I need extra council lessons Lewis and Quincy Murphy ignore people telling him that he can do this. I mean Quincy actually ignore when I say it. And Eric said it at the last meeting and Quincy walked out.
Oh, well, this what Becky Brown just said. Let me read this question. I'm answering. She said the council lost me when they refused to extend Mrs. Jane Marie Arbor discussion about the redistricting in the seventh ward.
Now what map is that problem on, Becky? Is that map one or two or three?
There you go, right there, Rich. If you want to read it for yourself,
I can't see. So you say it again.
I just put it up. It says the council lost me when they refused to extend Mrs. Jane Marie Arbor discussion about the redistricting in the seventh ward. And Arbor, Jane Arbor. Jane.
Um is that redistricting one, two, or three? As far as the maps, that's what I was asking Becky.
She should hear you. She can hear you, Rich. I'm just waiting on her to type it back.
Okay. Yeah, because I know they got differences because of the people that they're bringing into wars and taking out of wars. And I
Oh,
heard that
this what
like the seventh ward is being
this
chopped up or something.
this what Becky Brown just said. She said she mentioned both maps was unfair in seventh ward.
Which one is the fairest?
So they still basically what you saying, and both of them they still chopping up the seventh
Man,
ward.
man. Look, Becky Brown. Which one is the fairest? Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
She said neither. She said neither was the fairest.
Hey, we can't leave it the same. I feel you, Beck, but we gotta change. You got a different one? I ain't trying to be smart, but I'm just being serious because if you have a different one, present it and maybe you can get some because it's some stuff going on, but we're running out of time. They gotta choose, and some people gonna be happy, some people gonna be sad, some people gonna be real mad.
So which
And
one would you pick, Rich?
for me,
Right, if you had to pick one.
to be
Wow.
honest,
Break it
I'm
down.
staying out of it
Oh, got you. Well, break it down
because
while you
like
staying out of it.
because every map is a plus, every map is a minus. Some people gonna be happy, some people gonna be sad, and we got a whole lot of other things over here to fight about. And I will let the people in the seventh ward fight, and whoever and whatever this and whatever the final decision be live with, whatever boundaries I fall within, that would be where I'll be voting from. And that's the best I can do with it.
Well, this what Becky Brown just said. She said that is what Mrs. Iber is working on, and Seventh Ward will be an all-white ward.
versus what
How you
they
feel about that, Rich?
now is one of those Becky. Which one of those is that they're gonna flood the fourth ward with a lot of black people? Is that the same? Is one of them? Is one of them going? Is one of them? Is one of them the same as go along with turning the seventh ward all? You said all white. She said all white.
She said all white, Rich. She said that is what Mrs. Iber is working on, and Seventh Ward will be an all-white ward. All white.
All white.
Rich, how many times you want me to say that again?
Why would somebody want an all white ward in Flint, Michigan?
She said because yes, they are trying to remove the South End, so I guess they're gonna remove the South from the Seventh Ward.
That's why they trying to keep all them all block clubs together. They got a lot of groups that if you change this, then we won't be able to do this.
Wow,
Is that them? Is that them all Becky?
I'm waiting on her response.
Yeah, and I wish Becky would just come on and take a camera spot up. This don't she didn't should be take her she shouldn't have to take all day to type. She should be speaking her mind, telling me to shut up.
Well, brother Rich, she typing, man.
I know she can do a lot of typing, man. I bet she'd be a beast if she was working off a typewriter.
Yeah, you know how it is. This
Ah
is
man, I flunked that class. I'm giving myself bad flashbacks. I flunked typing in college. That's the only thing I had to drop. I had to drop typing.
well, now, Rich, she said, why do you think Seventh Ward would be our political ward?
Will be who's our political war? No. I said is the map that says that she's doing, is that also included with all the ones where they're moving enough blacks into the fourth ward to where that election is going that though the parameters around that election are going to change. Is that the same one that she's talking about, which is going to turn the seventh ward all white? That's what I'm saying.
Well, she said, yeah, but basically her comment back to why do you think Seventh Ward? She was saying it would be Flint political ward. That's what she was saying. The Seventh Ward. She said, "Did y'all listen to Mayor Weaver show the other day?" You know what, Becky? I did. I'm gonna have to catch back up on it. Can you give us a short summary about it? So basically, they're gonna move. I'm guessing what she's saying. They're gonna take the power will be in the Seventh Ward where they be really controlling things. That's what I'm guessing. With the like basically how America's being right now. Even though they might they are
Well,
they
well, you
Republicans solidifying power. You know what I'm
well you look at the overall seats that these people are going to be competing for. Yeah, because the city of Flint just got one city council. So
saying? Thanks, Becky.
they may be looking at solidifying a lot of those state rep seats. Uh, it's a couple of county commissioner seats that at least one county commissioner seat that the seven ward gonna qualify to get. So I can see them trying to become a powerhouse as a ward, as far as individually putting people in the position to run for seats. So I can see that. And then you got to really look at how many of them already live there. There's a
So
lot of politicians already live in that ward.
so basically, they will be moving the South End to the Fourth Ward. That's what you thinking, Rich.
It's a map. No, it's actually a one of these maps that does that. And I don't know if it's that same map that allows that. the seventh ward to turn white. And they're not never going to be 100% white because some of those blacks over there, even if they ain't but like 10 or 20 of them, ain't gonna leave. Ain't gonna leave.
Nah, what she said is Becky Brown said it's gonna be between the fourth and ninth ward where they're gonna split them up at.
Yeah, they're gonna put all the blacks over in the fourth ward. That's what I was saying.
She said fourth and ninth. She didn't just say
And
fourth.
then they're gonna put some more over. They gonna put some more of them over in the ninth ward.
Yeah, that's what she just said. She said
And
they're
then
gonna put them between.
they gonna pull the rest of their white from somewhere in the fourth ward, right? So they gonna take some of the fourth and give some of the fourth.
So basically, they're gonna switch the dynamics on the fourth. Then, so the fourth, so
Man,
Judy
every
Priestley.
the dynamic, the dynamic changes
So
whether you
basically, just hear me out, Rich. So basically, Judy Priestley can been and lost her seat.
nobody's losing their seats.
No, I'm just saying, not losing. Just say when they go to voting, when they vote.
I don't know. I don't know the area that you. Oh, they trying to turn Julie Priestley area because that is kind of close to the mont.
No,
I
that's
don't
fourth
know what.
ward.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the part. That part of fourth ward they trying to give up.
Yeah, she said Becky Brown said, "Do we understand how racism operates?" Becky
Definitely
Brown, yes.
been victimized since birth. It's blackballed right now. Even blackballed by my own people.
What I'm trying to understand, Becky Brown, is I'm just trying to see what's their method behind their madness with it.
The
Like,
Willie Lynn syndrome. They were taught this. This is a
oh,
system
she
that they're in.
said, yeah, she said that part is fifth. Okay, so that part would be fifth. So, oh, I got you. But I'm just trying to see what their method would be if you. Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, to control it. Yeah, they will be controlling it. Is it any kind of way you can keep the map the same, or is it just, or they just changing it? So it's gonna be a change.
Population change. Got to change.
Well, they better. Well, I can say this: that's that seventh ward. The South Side better fight like hell to keep that like that. Because any other way, if you change it, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be
So
rough.
far, but let me ask Becky. So far, one and two ain't turning it all white, right? Or is one of those turning it all white? That's what I need to know. And while we wait for that answer, but Becky is typing
Yeah, she gonna
it.
come with it. No, she said it's going to be a change. Yeah, it's gonna be, but I'm trying to see is it going is they changing it to the fact where they gonna have more. I mean, well, I know they're gonna have control. She said the fourth, seventh, eighth, and ninth.
Yeah, but Becky, she still haven't answered my question. I'm asking her, is one of those maps, one of those proposals, gonna gonna turn the fourth ward black and turn the seventh ward white? I mean, not turn the fourth ward black, but bring a lot of blacks into the fourth ward. Or is one of them going to bring the blacks into the fourth ward, and another one is going to turn the uh, seventh ward white? Or is that, well, I forgot what you said her name was. What she said her lady name was, who was
Mrs.
writing one up and
Mrs.
proposing it to
Arbor,
the
Mrs. Arbor,
okay, Mrs. Arbor.
Arbor, like Ann Arbor, Arbor.
Okay, and Mrs. Arbor, if she is
No, what she said, Rich, she answering your question. She said the blacks will be divided.
still ain't answering my question. I want to know, is the proposed proposal that's number one or two going to create an all white seventh ward, or is the only proposal that's going to create an all white seventh ward is Miss Arbor? That's the question.
So your question is either the redistricting map one or two, is it going to change just the seventh ward? white,
all white.
all white. That's basically what
We
you
just gonna leave the black people out. We just gonna leave the black people out.
Rich. You moving your face off camera, brother.
Oh my bad, I'm back on.
Yeah, you've been moving your
Okay,
face.
okay, my bad, my
I
baby.
thought you was going to sleep. I'm like, oh, Rich done
Oh
went back.
no, 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 I was looking at something.
I got you. When you do that, you know you taking your face. They can't see your face, good
Yeah,
brother.
no, I was looking. My bad, I was looking. Y'all, my bad, y'all. I was looking at something. But yeah,
So,
man.
so this what I'm saying. I get it, as how they gonna consolidate their power on what they doing. I'm saying they can. Okay, hold on. She said yes. Both maps will leave out a large population of the black community. So they taking out one of the blacks. Basically, what she's saying. Well, that's what she is saying. She said in both maps will leave out a large population of the black community. So basically, they're gonna try to make it a 5-4 advantage to them getting these seats. Basically, what it's looking like for the
No, because
crossover.
I can see a black person winning in the fourth ward.
Depending on how many numbers, if they saying like Becky, like what Becky's saying, they can probably
I
they can
if
split
if
them
if,
up,
if
but
they
it don't
put
even make where it don't even make a dent in that fourth ward.
if they switch, they probably already done dropped. Do we just say they don't switch out? They just add to make their numbers right,
Becky,
and they add
hold up, hold up,
and they
Rich. What
add
you
one to
saying?
2,000 blacks.
Hold up, Rich.
They
What you
can
mean?
change their parameter.
What you mean, Becky Brown by who? I'm trying to see. Yeah, I didn't get that what she just said. 'Cause I was reading her last. She said both maps will leave out a lot. She said Monica Galloway was the only black person to win Seventh Ward. Oh wow! So the Seventh Ward always had a right representation.
And they're trying to keep it white.
Damn, damn. Oh yeah, Monica. Damn, I feel Mo Black should have got out and voted for her. Right, that's cold blooded right there. So I get what they saying. They was trying to. They already had. Oh the damn. You know what I'm saying? That's rough right there.
Who's going with who?
Yeah, that's damn.
I love
Okay.
Monica, but it is what it is.
So they'll be able to control for seventh, eighth, ninth, and the fourth ward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Damn. They'll be trying to get the fifth ward too.
they
If
already
Ju-
got the fourth ward.
no, that's why I just said. I said seventh, and eighth, and ninth right now, and the fourth. It's just Jerry Riffy Carter. Thank God. I mean, she holding on to that fifth. Any black council person for fourth, eighth, and ninth. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think we have enough blacks in them wars to even put a dent. Like you said, you do. I mean, have we had black council persons and win the fourth ward? I don't believe we have enough representation, or we can gather enough to get out there and go vote.
If they can throw two or 1 or 2 thousand, see Becky know more about the numbers than I do. But if
Yeah.
they can throw 1 or 2 more thousand, if they can just throw 1 or 2 thousand blacks over into the fourth ward, they can change the number. Because you gotta remember, you don't got 1,000 over there vote.
No, I feel you on that right there. Yeah, we just got to really. If somebody gonna run for the fourth ward, they need to start campaigning now. But I mean, it is what it is, Judy. Man, bro,
Hey, man, hey, that woman on sitting in that seat right now, good with them numbers. If we can just get her to go with the right, with the right places that they're putting those numbers at for her to keep and keep those folders together. She'll be all right. She just gotta stop being personal. She gotta do what's best for the people and not be personal. Just because because like I said, it's a lot of people that personally they can make it bad for a lot more people.
well, we're gonna give them a little hit, Rich. We're gonna give them a little surprise. Have you a little? We're gonna give them a little
But
info on the future. Have you even reached out to Judy Priestley because we is trying to get her on the Flint Voices?
yeah, I reached out to her, and it's up to her to reach back and say,
Oh,
"Let's do
oh,
it."
oh, she haven't reached back out to you. That
No,
that
she
was
got to say, "Let's do it."
Okay, that's the only one I was gonna say. But you is
You know,
bringing Dennis Pfeiffer back on, right?
February the 12th, and he probably set it off for the first Saturday in March.
And we have
Remember, in March we may go down to only two a month. That's the first and the third. If we do one on the second or the fourth
you
or the
re-
fifth, it luck up and be 5 Saturdays. Sometimes you have 5 Saturdays in a month.
was since Judy ain't gave you outcome. How about the other person I asked you to reach out to? How that's going? You ain't got to say no names.
I kind of, bogarted a little bit yesterday, so that's coming.
Oh, that's coming.
Yeah,
Well, we ain't gonna put that out there until I know you got it locked down. You know what I'm saying? Until you got it locked down, we ain't gonna put that out there. But that is coming. Have you reached out to Liddell?
no,
Okay, let me ask you this one. Have you reached
okay.
out to Quincy?
I'm going to,
That's what's
but
up.
it's gonna be a minute. But I'm going to. I'm going to reach out to Quincy after he get a little bit more. After he do a little bit more with Ajax. After he get a little bit more information. That way, right now, if I did something with Quincy, people would be expecting us to argue, and they'd be trying to get us to argue and all of that other stuff.
Right.
So
But the
and then
Ajax,
and
you is
then
gonna bring
and
them
then
on.
and then as far as the Ajax situation, I have some questions that he may not can answer right now. So I'm gonna let him, do what he do,
You
and
gonna do
then
what you
plus
do.
on my end of the deal, because there's a lot of things that me and him disagree. I mean agree on. We may not agree about the way we want to get to it or get it done,
No
but
doubt.
the final objectives is very similar.
Right.
The only difference between me and Quincy is he got a lot of I, but he ain't the only one that can say I and me. You see what I'm saying?
Well, maybe.
He ain't, but he got a lot of I.
Okay. This.
Quincy Murphy is just like saying I.
Okay, this what Becky Brown just said. Becky, we might try to put that together. Becky said, just do a podcast and pre-record your conversation. Becky, we might be able to put that together for them, pre-record it, and we can cut out if they go to. But I believe they'd be able to do it right. If not, we'll see. If not,
It's not. Listen, it's not me and Quincy. It's
what
his
is it then?
followers. It's
What?
his followers.
But they might don't even be on the. They might don't come on the
Man,
podcast.
them
So
some
you'll
negative
be
people, dog.
rich. Rich, they ain't that negative to you,
They
brother.
negative, dog. Them some negative people, dog. I mean, they vicious like Lou Mason. I I just had to send him something in his message. I called him the B word, but he all in there talking about my mama and all this other stuff, man. And he talking about don't make me catch a flight. I like get your ticket. That's all I said. I ain't in the like I said with Becky. I ain't into all of that. That ain't me. I failed type. Only class I failed in college. Had to drop it. Cans crapping all up on the tire. I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was too cold for me. Maybe I didn't listen to my mom and them wear gloves or something. I thank God my hands ain't bothering me now. But at that point in my life, well, you know how you had to get your hands in a little stand where you put your fingers on the letter? That hurt it. Both hands.
I get you, Rich. Well, I know your political season. So when is you starting? When is the political season start? When you gonna be started being out here showing for these different races, like you said earlier, as far as the state rep, and are you gonna be bringing some of the candidates that's running for state rep and mayor on?
Yup.
So you will be able to get the different candidates to
Hey,
be
look,
running.
hey, look.
Talk.
It's up to them. It's up to them. It's up to them. Uh, like I said, we're doing it on the first and the third. Uh, we keeping it positive. We rolling with what we agree on. If we don't agree on something, we ain't gotta talk about it. If we don't agree on nothing, then we can't talk. But it gotta be something we have in common. Just like Sheldon Neely. I love to do a show with him. Guess what we talk about doing my show?
What would y'all talk about, Rich?
For 30 days, do whatever it takes to get these garbage trucks and your blight team to pick everything that we pick up in the city of Flint on garbage day for 30 days. But let's be fair, and I hate to say this, damn, we gotta do it during election time because it's cold outside.
You mean
Golly.
when it warm up?
Cleaning up for votes once again.
What Becky Brown said, just keep it truthful. What'd you say, Rich? They gonna be cleaning up for votes.
Oh my God. And look who brought it up. But listen, I will participate then. But you gotta remember this. You gotta give me credit for this, man. I've
Come
been
on with
brought this up. I called the Sam Riddle show with it. I talked to Sheldon Neely about it in person during the campaign, and he agreed with it. But some people tell you what you want to hear. Um, the current company, before they started picking our trash up or not picking our trash up, said that they was going to have a community meeting with us. So I like to get with them and make that happen for 30 days. So yeah, I
what,
would.
what
I would
Becky
love to have them on my show.
what Becky Brown said. Just keep it truthful and not just not positive. Don't just try to make it positive. That's what I'm interpreting what she's saying. Like just keep it truthful. The Sam Riddle show is on Friday. Is full of full of
Oh,
Sam Riddle show. But you know what, Becky? You gotta understand, he can't be bringing the mayor on, and don't be relationships they be having. But that's going back to what Rich say though. You have to tell your friends when they doing wrong, they doing
you gotta
wrong.
tell them that's wrong. A real friend tell you when you're
Yeah.
wrong. A real friend don't let you walk into no brick wall. A real friend don't tell you, man, that's a number one banger, and it ain't gonna get no airtime.
No doubt. And I understand.
Another one friend don't tell you to go try out for the team you gonna start, and you go in there and you the first one sent home. You
Yeah,
know,
you right. Yeah, you right. Be the first one sent home. I mean, hey.
it's just honesty and stuff. But otherwise than that, man, I'm good. I'm good with everybody. I'm on a whole nother thing. I know I made that post earlier saying that if you don't support me, I ain't standing with you. And it ain't like it's personal, and when I say I ain't standing with you is I ain't just dropping what I'm doing to what you doing. I ain't doing that. But I will support you, you know, but I'm not finna drop anything for anybody. No, not unless they are willing to drop something for me. You see what I'm saying?
I can understand it.
And it's only fair, and everybody should be that way. Maybe we can have better alignment.
No, I get
Maybe
what
people,
you're saying.
maybe people will stop helping people that ain't gonna help them in their time. Think about it. Think about how many of these people are they're blind getting they're blinding people for that ain't doing nothing for these blind.
Oh, this what Becky Brown said, but we're gonna go with this. Becky says he a lawyer. We're gonna use this allegedly. She said Stam is a straight line lawyer. We're gonna go with allegedly, because right now they can sue you and have you frustrated out here. You see how they've been going at Maurice Davis. They
Hey, I bet Sam be laughing before he make his shows up. I bet Him and Nilly be like, well, Nilly, I gotta go on there and lie about this. Cause you know what's crazy about this show
What is it?
is everything he say good about Sheldon Nilly, he say bad about Mike Duggan.
For real?
He dog Mike Duggan all week. He ain't transparent. He is thief and all this other stuff, and that's just what the red man, little Friday man do.
Wow.
But he's smart. He don't bring him on every day. Just imagine he brought him on for the first hour every day. He get 2 hours too, don't right? Right? If they
Right.
got they sell 2 hour blocks.
Right.
Yeah. Just imagine if he brought him on for. What about if he bring him on for the first hour every day for the during his campaign?
You gonna have them on.
And then you gonna be blocking everybody that want to contradict. He the
Uh,
he the only person that I heard get. Hey, I remember Eric called in. And as soon as he like noticed it was Eric's voice, he cut Eric off. Then he started talking about him.
he did Eric like that, man.
That was the one when Maurice made his podcast talking about what Sam Riddle said about him.
Okay, this is what Becky Brown said. She said, but why did he bring him on after Mayor Weaver started her show? Money. That's what, allegedly.
And
Rich.
he had to be something. At least you paid for airtime or something. Advertisement.
But that might be bringing, stats to his bringing the mayor of Flint on to his show, get more views. You know what I'm saying? But Sam already got views, so you can't say him bringing Neely on. But he might be bringing
Wait,
Neely on for
hold on,
stock
hold on,
value.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Come
on,
on,
Mick. Hold on,
come
Mick.
on, come
There's a
on
whole
with it.
lot of people that watch that show on Fridays.
Right,
You listen, it's a whole lot of people that watch that show on Friday
right,
that don't know our story,
right,
that don't see our shows, they ain't nowhere near the city of Flint.
right.
The only part of the city of Flint they know is that show. That's why I keep saying what I'm saying. That gotta stop.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying, Rich. Yeah. I mean, but that's why that's why you doing this, for you can try to counteract that. You get the numbers up, you get it. Man, you'll be able to combat what you're going through. You know what I'm saying with that. That's
Man,
all
listen.
that is.
When I look and I'm seeing how many people is because you gotta remember something. When you talk about views,
Right,
that don't mean that they physically touch. A lot of people be watching what you're doing without touching no screen. So you got a lot of uncounted viewers.
right.
So
So you
but
saying you got you some, but no, I'm saying, but this is how you come back. Like you say, you got art, you got you come out with art, come out with information. You coming out trying to inform the people. Brother Dewan, I'm trying to come out with Black Lives. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to come out, but you fighting the machine. You know what I'm saying? When you going up against the machine, they got more money, so it's propaganda. So they're gonna be able to get theirs out. It's just once you fighting this machine, man, if you ain't got no real money behind you, it's gonna be hard.
in
You know
trouble.
what I'm saying? Because they gonna be steady putting their narrative out here, and it might don't look at it, but I get what you're saying with him going on the Sam Riddle. But that's why you got Mayor Weaver show, where she bringing people on to tell you like, nah, this he's saying
But
this, but
but you gotta
this is
remember
what's
this.
going on.
She all over the world with her conversations though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She
So
all
hers,
over the world. So one minute she'll be talking about one show she'll be talking about Flint. The next minute she'll be talking about Saginaw. The next show she'll be talking about the George Floyd case. The next one she talking about what's going on in Ben Harbor. So she all over.
but
So
no, but see, but but
she not con, she not consistent on our
shit.
local. out.
Yeah,
But one thing I can say, she do have something about Flynn at least once a week. So
man,
she
she
so
always speaking on Flint. Everyone I watch because a lot of her callers call in
I
beefing.
didn't
I mean,
listen. I didn't say she didn't speak on Flynn. I said she was all over.
no, she have to do that when you know
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
a show like her. Yeah, she can't just be, but she always. I'm just telling you, brother. She do speak on it. She might can't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know anybody can always get more, but just look how she had Jordan Sheraton
Ain't
on
no
there.
can't get. She get 2 hours. What you mean?
Yeah,
That's a lot. And she
you not
started 7 in the morning. That's giving a lot.
because Rich, you ain't hear nothing I'm saying. You just you just not listen. I said, look how she brought Jordan Sheraton on there.
Giving a lot.
And like that's what I'm saying. You hear what Becky Brown said, her topics are not all over the place. She be
No, I'm
on
just saying. Far. No, I'm not. She don't talk about the George Floyd place case. She don't talk about the Ben Harbor. She don't. She do have a lot of different. She talk about the school system. She has a lot of different topics. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just making a true statement that she has a lot of topics. She touches a lot of issues. That's a compliment.
yeah, no, she gotta be you know, that's all I'm saying. Like, no, she always giving something. I'm gonna give her that. She always bringing this up about Flint. Even when you listen to her intro, yeah, she like right,
All
Becky
about Flint.
Brown. She discussed about the system. That's what she be going at. Yeah, but when you hear even in her intro, it's about Flint how they been poisoned, ain't been no help. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know what I'm saying. Nah, I give her that. She got Flint all in her.
At 7 in the morning. That means she got to get up at 5
Right. That means she dedicated.
every day, 5 days a week.
Rich is just like a job. When you work, you gonna do them type of things. You know what I'm saying? And then you need somebody like that that's up in there fighting. Because right now,
That's a heck of a fight. Getting up at then hey, that's a that deserves one of them.
then nah, she like I say, from every time I seen her, she been in this. Man, she be working. That's all I can
Hey,
tell
and
you.
she got some people that call in every morning.
Right. That's what I'm
Salute to
saying.
them.
Yeah, that's dedication. Because you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
they set their alarm cards to call that number. AC Dumas is one of them.
I done heard you calling in, brother. So I know
Oh,
you
you don't
be
hear me calling in like they do. You hear me calling in, but you don't hear me calling in like them.
Rich. What you, man? What's on your mind, brother? Go on,
No,
speak, Rich.
I'm just being honest. I'm one of them people that I remember one time I called him. I had been up so long that I was going to bed. I called him, commented. I was the first one I commented, and I said, "Good morning, good night," as in I'm up, but now I'm finna go to bed. And that was the show that Jaleel checked me on. That's when she had brought the mayor from Ben Harbor. I'm no the did she bring the mayor from Ben Harbor or did she bring Ed Pinkney? She brought Ed Pinkney from Ben Harbor. And the conversation that Ed Pinkney brought didn't sit well with Jaleel, and Jaleel was going to try to check me on one of the Fly City shows, and I was asleep.
Oh. But
So you
they didn't got past that now, brother.
no,
Becky
no, I'm
Brown
not.
said she
I'm just
listened to it
no,
every
no.
day.
I'm just saying how other people like me. I'm going to bed, or maybe at 7 o'clock. I'm just now getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep. You see what I'm saying? When
Right.
these people are waking up to call in, see, there's a big difference. And I'm just telling the truth. Their schedule matches getting up and being on that phone every Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock.
Rich. No, yeah, I understand. Rich just I don't know what it is with Rich
No,
today.
it's the truth. And that who else? I if I had a 7 o'clock, I should have started from 7 to 9. I don't think I would have people sitting in line clock making sure they get up every day at 7 o'clock to call in on my radio show.
Why not, Rich? If you do,
If I would have to really work hard to promote and get it, but all she had to do is tell people she had a show that came on at 7 o'clock in the morning. I had to be bragging about my guests, running around, telling people about it 2 months before, and before it really jumped off like that.
Rich, you know
Cause you
what?
gotta,
People,
cause you gotta remember, you gotta bring numbers from where she at.
yeah, I mean, she got a nice following, Rich, but that she earned what all she got. You just had to get out
Hmm.
there and work hard for yours. That's
Oh,
all.
definitely. Oh, I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it
No,
can't be
because
done.
no, I'm just saying, man. People,
I ain't saying it can't be done, but I'm just saying I salute her for doing it. Ain't no use to me any other way. She done done something that I wouldn't if I was forced to do it, I would do it. If I was challenged, somebody came at me real hard and said I couldn't do it, then I would, you know me. And I get if
oh,
that one of them people that I like that I think I need to prove wrong, then I would do it. I'll like Mick. I've set my alarm clock. We going live at 6, and we going live at 7. I'm setting my alarm clock for 6. I'm calling you at 6:05. I'm setting my alarm clock at 6:45, and then I'm waking up at 6:45, and I'm ready to go.
but Rich, that's how you build relationships, though, man. I get what Becky Brown saying. She said that's why you team up with people. That's why we were in a good place, man. She done did good by people, man.
Man, I team up, Becky. Hold up. I team up with people. I support everybody. So that ain't no. It ain't got nothing to do with that at all. And then we ain't gonna stay negative because I've been told some negative stuff by people that I thought were my friend. I was told stuff just because you support me, that don't mean that I'm gonna support you. And I'm not talking about Karen Weaver. I'm gonna put that out there right now. But I'm not gonna say who it is, but I'm not talking about Karen Weaver.
Yeah. Well, you good, Rich? You ain't got nothing. You ain't
No,
got
I
nothing
ain't
else
got
to
nothing.
say.
Just tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Mick, give me some pep things, but you know what? It's gonna be all right tomorrow
Nah, I'm
because
gonna give you this pep thing. I feel like you went off top. You went off script today. You, you took this. You took this conversation and you did what Rich wanted to do.
my bad. But next time you see me, man, you can you
uh,
can
I'm gonna make
you can
sure.
give me you
I'm
can give
gonna
me
make.
one to the gut.
No, I'm gonna make sure you do yours in the morning. You went off script today. That ain't what we was talking about. You went.
Well, hold on.
You
We got 10 more minutes. What
hell no, I can't. I don't want you to start some mess that, that don't need to be. You went all the way off the Richter scale today. I'm trying to tell you, brother.
man? I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry to
Respect,
anybody
respect,
that I offended. No
respect.
harm meant. I think I need to start checking what I'm saying because I think this like the
Yes,
second time. This like the second time. Let's suck like the second time today. I didn't went said talking about no harm meant.
yeah, brother. You went off script. You know what, Becky? I usually write it. I usually tell Rich this. I don't know how Rich went off went
We were supposed to be talking about the upcoming shows and stuff.
yeah, like the different things, like the difference that was coming. I didn't tell you to go off into what you went. You went all the way left. But you know what, Becky, what it is? I guess it's hard because I'm at the crib and I be bringing them in. Because usually when we have to build it, we can stick to the script. But today I don't know where Rich was going today. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, hold on, Mick. Hold
Yeah,
up, Mick. I talked about tomorrow's show, and I talked about Sunday's show, and I talked about coming up with the show when I was gonna be talking about the injustices done through our criminal justice system here in Michigan.
Well, answer this question: how did we get to the Weaver show? Because that wasn't in what we was talking about.
Because
That was
because you read somebody comment that was talking about Sam Riddle show.
right, but still, you like I said, you went
You
on
got
it.
to we gotta well listen, that's what our handlers wanted, and that's what we talked about. Ain't no getting off subject, Becky. We communicated tonight, and you told me some stuff I didn't know.
Right, but I'm just saying, brother. Don't worry. I mean, it's gonna all work out though, Richie Rich. Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
but
But
yeah,
right now,
we got to that because of the Sam Riddle. Once you brought up the Sam Riddle show, then the Weaver show came in there, and it just I didn't bring up the Sam Riddle show.
but it's gonna be all
We
right.
finna take Matt. Yeah, I'm finna get out of here, y'all. Peace out. I'll be making a couple PSA announcements. We gonna really talk about and highlight even more about those shows. I want to talk about what some of the things me and Mr. Pfeiffer going to be talking about, and also don't be surprised if I do have a guest.